They can be in this at any moment. They just gotta up their mental game, let their talent speak.
Amazing placement. What a shot.
A Yahtzee overhead.
Aspect of mental toughness here that's just different.
I like the body language of all four players.
Oh, look at that shot! Great hands from Kiro.
Hello and welcome to the 2023-24 APTA Tour presented by Volley. We are live from the Glenview Club in Gulf, Illinois, bringing you the Chicago Charities, a Grand Prix event, which is the fourth stop on the 2023-24 APTA Tour, with live streaming brought to you by the APTA membership, the APTA national sponsors Volley and Fusion, and local sponsors Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, Wintrust, and Viking. I'm Jerry Viant, along with Lauren Mandel, bringing you the women's quarterfinals between the number 6 seeds, Georgie Alexandre and Liz Cruz, and the number 3 seeds, Allison Morgan and Charlotte Sikora. And Lauren, let's identify the players as they are warming up on the court, about taking their serves.
Okay, hi Jerry. On
Lauren?
the far side of the court, in the deuce court, is Liz Cruz, and she was on the East Coast for a long time, but now she's in Chicago, and she's a director at the Saddle and Cycle Club in Chicago. She is a 3-time national champion, and she is playing with Georgie Alexandre, who they don't usually play together. And Georgie's from New Jersey, and I'm excited to see this matchup. And on the other side, they are playing the team who's been on fire this year. They've won the tournaments the last 2 weekends. Allison Morgan in the deuce court and Charlotte Sikora in the ag court.
Yeah, we see that Georgie Alexandre's going to play the ad side, and normally she plays the deuce side. But like you said, 2 weeks ago in the Medina Cup, Cruz played with Bia Lopez, and they played in the final against Morgan and Sikora, and it was a really tightly contested final, and they came through Morgan and Sikora 7-6, 6-4. So Cruz has got that match fresh in her mind, and as you said, Morgan and Sikora are a very informed team. They won Medina, and then last week in Baltimore, they took out the number 1 team in the country, Harnish and Sabori. And I got to tell you, Lauren, they're playing with poise and taking advantage of opportunities as they present themselves at a much higher level than I've previously seen them play. They're bringing more offense, with their transition and setup and blitzes to go along with Sikora's, trademark backhand in the middle. And Morgan, she was really hitting her forehand. Of course, it was 80 degrees in Baltimore, so the ball was sitting out. But she really stepped up the heat. She's always consistent and steady. And speaking of consistent and steady, they're up against one of the most consistent, measured players in Liz Cruz, teaming up for the first time with Alexandre. And Alexandre showing tremendous aptitude for the game early in this new season. So she's had some impressive matches, like we called that match with her regular partner, Gussie O'Sullivan. And they're pushing the national champs, Elliott and Kiro, to a 2.5-hour semi-final at Montclair. And then last week, Baltimore, they took out Anika and Lilich before losing to Harnish and Sabori in the semi. So this should be an interesting contest.
It should be very interesting. And, just to put a point on what you're saying about Morgan and Sikora, when they beat Harnish and Sabori last week, they had only taken 1 set from them in 4 previous matches. So that was a huge hurdle for them to overcome and show just how well they're playing.
Yeah. Yeah, they had that big tournament last year at the Boston Open where they were able to, string some back-to-back wins over seeded players higher than them. But I'll be looking to really build on the foundation that they've laid so far. So Alexandre and Cruz, they've played 3 matches today, and they have yet to drop a game. So it appears as a new team, they're gelling quite nicely, right? They're not
Not having any problems.
right. Doesn't seem to be any confusion, but that's really going to be tested right now with this well-oiled machine. And Morgan and Sikora, they've also played 3 matches and they've given up a couple of games. So I don't think fatigue is going to be a factor as we start out there.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes in this tournament, the first weekend in November in Chicago, the weather can be wild, but it's very calm and moderate out there.
Yeah, I think this is like in the 50s. You can see a little bit of the crowd starting to come out after lunch, and they've got a couple of blankets and some jackets, and club really does a fantastic job year after year.
They do. They do.
And you're gonna hear some sounds in the back. That is there's a shooting range, which is just behind the courts. All the players are used to it, but every now and then it still makes me jump.
Okay. We have 3 people on the court.
I think Pat Layton is our umpire for the match.
Yes, and he will call the score, and he will if there's a contest, if somebody questions the call, he'll make the call, but otherwise the players make their own calls.
All right. Charlotte Sikora to start.
Here we go. This is the 51st anniversary of the Chicago Charities. As Charlotte Sikora leads us out. You see the switch? They put Charlotte Sikora on the left, and she'll take most of the overhead.
15 love.
This is our first look at Alexandre out of that ad side.
She's going to lean over to that corner all day to try to get those forehands.
Found Sikora's right hip. Alexandre has really impressed me, Lauren, with her poise. She's played some tough matches recently, and she's really nice and calm, very deliberate. Like I said, I haven't seen her play out of the ad side, so I'll be curious to see how she handles the screens. You know, can she build a point? What's her offense coming out of there? And you see Sikora just hitting a little dipper.
Yeah,
Backside
nice and
roller.
low. Nice and low.
Oh, sorry.
Sikora loves to pounce on that backhand.
The point for our first break.
That's, yeah, that when that went in the screen, I was like, look out, that is too high.
Yeah, so I thought this will come down to tactics and really the ability of Alexandre and Cruz to mesh. You know, like I said, with Alexandre playing the ad side, she normally plays the deuce side. So I do expect her to be hitting that forehand. Sikora, she's got the biggest drive out of all 4 players on the court. So we'll see how their play set that up. That's Liz Cruz serving.
And staying back.
Cruz loves to hit that backhand drive off the back screen. Generates a lot of offense with that shot. Tell me a greater cheerleader than Liz Cruz.
Yeah, no, she's so amazingly positive to play with.
All right, that's the repeat play of what we saw last weekend. You've got more really driving the ball, and Sikora is moving up. I mean, just looking for the volley. They executed that play beautifully last weekend. And Morgan and Sikora just showing a little bit of impatience. But look at Sikora coming in now on the service line on the return of serve. You're not going to see Morgan and Alexandre switch. Both players can play both sides
Yeah.
of the court with equal confidence. All right, so they're testing out Alexandre. I know they know Liz Cruz's game inside out. They're really
good.
testing out the patience, and Alexandre was up for the task.
That was a big hold for Liz Cruz. I mean, she's serving, staying back for the most part, and they got themselves in the point and drew the error. Whoop, there's a little. It's a big rip.
Alexandre Cruz looking very comfortable, but Cruz got caught off the net there. Can't afford to hit overhead short like that, especially on Morgan's paddle. She'll find that opening, either get the error right there, or Sikora will be coming in looking for the blitz. So beautiful play by Cruz. Nice deep lobs, followed by the drive.
Yeah, not easy to block those big rollers back. There's so much pace on them.
Yeah, but Cruz is finding and testing the teamwork. She's got Sikora a couple of times to come over and have to take backhand overheads through the middle, and then Cruz is taking advantage of that spot. Morgan closed tight, looking for the drive. Cruz counted it, and they are off to a commanding 3-love start.
How many games in a row have they won today, Jerry?
Wait, I got to do the math.
That's a lot of math.
That's a lot of counting. 6.
39, is that right?
You're good. Yeah. 3 sets of 6 loves. Pretty impressive.
Well, this is impressive right here.
I mean, I don't know if Alexandre and Cruz have been on the court ever together. Like you
Yeah.
said, Alexandre from New Jersey and Cruz is from Chicago.
But it's like you said, they both play very calmly. They're not.
Yeah.
They're smooth, not panicked.
No, they're positive. Good communicators and know their roles. And, they do have the advantage. There's no pressure on them. The pressure is on the established team of Morgan and Sikora. And Morgan and Sikora just got to take these early games to see what test the teamwork. You see a quick fault there. Part of the pressure of Sikora standing in, and now Morgan's doing the same thing, putting the pressure on Alexandre serve, making her volley up. And I think they better look at changing that formation at net. Either play Australian or stay back. They can't keep letting them blitz like this on the serve. Unless they do that.
Right. That's okay.
That's a
It's a ton of pressure
roll
on the server. It's a ton of pressure on the server to have to do that point after point.
right.
Huh.
All right. That's 2 for 3. Here we go.
Gabe, Morgan, Sikora, Alexandre, lead the first set, 3-1.
Okay. Morgan and Sikora are on the board. We're back to the first server, Charlotte Sikora.
Just kind of feel like that game really gave Morgan and Sikora the boost that they were looking for.
Yeah.
There's our
They look a
play.
little. They look better now.
Yeah. There's our comfort play. But I really have added that standing in on when their partner's returning serve and going for the blitz, putting the pressure on the server. And serving team's going to have to come up with different formations to stop that play.
Well, Cruz didn't even come in. I mean, that seemed to work for her. So we'll see how Morgan and Sikora adjust on Cruz's serve. Good drop. Good drop on that overhead. She got the good knee bend and the good shoulder turn.
40, love.
A point from 3-2. And the speed of play.
Morgan, Sikora, Alexandre, Cruz lead the first set, 3 games to 2.
Alexandre needs to get back to that same rhythm that she had before she served and not feel like you have to hit any bigger than what she was doing in the beginning.
Jerry, I'm going to say a few words about one of our sponsors. Volley is a proud sponsor of the APTA. As the first AI-enabled training experience, Volley modernizes racket sports by delivering the on-demand dynamic system for live play training and better workouts. Volley creates a community to connect pros and players while giving users personalized performance insights to track progress and customize their practice. Ask your pro about a volley lesson today. For more information, visit getvolley.com.
That's a great angle showing Alison Morgan's roll overhead deep with pace into the corner of Alexandre. Score on the service line again. Morgan driving down. Sikora closing in for the blitz. Cruz, Alexandre, and Cruz need to change that.
Nine or none?
You hear Liz Cruz saying, patience, patience.
30.
We could mic Liz Cruz. That would be. She's such a good communicator. Always positive. Played with a lot of different partners and had a lot of successes.
A lot of good backhands. That's what I was saying before. I mean, Cruz is blocking that roller because she doesn't want to have to try to catch up to it when it goes into the screen, but there's a lot of spin and a lot of pace to block that accurately.
Yeah. Pressure of the return. I mean, the serve is sitting up, so both Morgan and Sikora can hit down on those returner serves. So they've tied it up for 3-all.
Exactly. You're right. Let's go. Right here.
Good move by Alexandre. Yeah. She was there. She read it.
Come on. Sorry. No, that's good.
15. Love. Thank you.
Got it. No, that was high.
Oh.
Come on. You gotta be patient.
Let's go.
Come on.
15 all.
Got it. No. Okay.
30, 15. 15, 30.
Yep.
Liz Cruz is so accurate with that backhand.
Yeah, she can drive it anywhere. So
Yep.
is her favorite shot. Oh, just great combinations of lobs and drives, and Alexandre and Cruz to figure out a way to get up to net and stay up to net.
Yes.
They'll have their best chance.
Sorry.
The cord stayed in.
Alexandre, Cruz. They lead the first set, 4 games to 3. Move all.
Hey.
It's interesting, Jerry. It's, there was 3 quick games one way, 3 quick games the other way, and now I think maybe everybody's found their equilibrium.
Right. Well, it's all going to be, for me right now, it's all about shutting down that first volley on the returner serve.
So, I mean, do you think Liz Cruz should just, on the points she stayed back, at least on her serve, at least they're in the points.
Right. But I think that they have to look at changing the combination. Try Australian. Change the look of the court. Don't just let Morgan and Sikora keep doing this. It's like a drill. Down the feet, in you come, and it does wonders for their confidence, as you saw.
Until you miss the ball in the net because you're trying to hit it down at their feet, but yes.
Right, but the hard thing about the different combinations is Alexandre and Cruz haven't played together a lot. So now it's the common body of knowledge. Do we know, how comfortable are they with changing it up? And they're just having to come up with unbelievable volleys, as Alexandre did just there.
She hit 2 unbelievable volleys.
Yeah.
One on the line on one side and then behind Morgan.
Yeah, and there's no way, even if Alexandre gets that volley up over the net, Sikora's right on top of the net. He's going to have to hit a lob volley to get by it. Good hand-to-hand there.
15, 30.
Right here.
40, 30.
All right, 40, 30. Oh, there we go. Playing Australian. Change the look of the court. That's a good move.
Game, Alexandre, Cruz. They lead the first set, 5 games to 3.
All right. Sikora serving. That quiet volley by Allison Morgan.
We talk about that a lot, but it's worth repeating. She is a textbook perfect volleyer.
Yeah, her body is quiet. She's totally takes the pace off of any bullet drive and just doesn't try to do anything but place it back deep and straight. And Morgan just going after it. Well played.
She would not. Sikora liked that. Morgan was not going to be denied that point.
15 love.
There we go. Oh, replay. Look at her closing the net. That's the difference. When they're in the blitz situations, they're really getting closer and closer to the net so they don't have to volley up. Oh, Sikora switching hands
The
there.
the lefty overhead.
Love.
See how Cruz favors that backhand drive when she lobs deep. She's looking for anything that she can step in and attack. Sikora going for the net. Oh, way to stay with it there.
Yeah.
See, Sikora's ability to change the pace of her rollers.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
makes it
she used to
really-
just hit. Sorry, she used to just hit them hard. She's really added a lot to that roller. It's fun to watch.
And we've got a couple of set points for Alexandre Cruz.
30 all.
No, 30 all.
Oh, 30 all. Nice soft touch into the deuce side. I mean, that is a hard shot. And here Liz Cruz calling every ball, making sure they're clear. Oh, pick up from Alexandre. That's a point-winning overhead right there. It's great placement. Cruz has to get out of her way so she doesn't get hit. And she's leading left, and then Alexandre is really fast on the court, but she'd have to be a track star to get that one. Yeah, there's the nick she's looking for.
Game, Sikora Morgan. Alexandre Cruz lead the first set, 5 games to 4.
Interesting, Lauren.
It's a good battle so far. There's a lot of because Cruz and Alexandre, a new team together, Morgan and Sikora have to figure out where the holes are. And I think that's a big one, that hard roller right at Liz Cruz. Now we've seen it work twice perfectly. And if they're going to hit short lobs, they're going to see a lot of those.
Liz Cruz serving. And she chooses again to stay back and then throw up the lob to get Alexandre back and not be a liability up there. They'll just work the point.
Yeah, it's also frustrating for the other team. They can't get a quick down low return, like you said, and a quick volley winner. So when you stay back, the other team has to be more patient.
Morgan's got that beautiful little push overhead. Keeps the ball deep and low so it can't be attacked.
Love, 15.
Let's go here. Come on, Georgie. Let's fight.
Oh, nice
Ooh,
rip.
geez.
15 all.
All right, they're going to try Australian. Morgan still moving in on the service line. Let's see where the return goes. It's just
You can
worth
see. Yeah,
changing the look of the court, changing the combinations. Don't let the receiver have the same target.
and each point on this service game is huge.
One. You.
30-15.
You. I don't know. You.
She got the forehand she was looking for.
She was very deliberate there because does not want to hit short lobs and set up that Sikora roller.
I don't know.
Just a routine volley off of the shoelaces of Morgan there. You see how quiet she was? Got down low, kept her paddle head up.
There's no jumpiness. It's so nice to watch. And effective.
Go. Let's
Oh.
go. Come on.
There's a little bit of a hesitation there. Morgan couldn't see Sikora was going to go for it and then didn't. Back to deuce. Cruz Alexandre serving for the first set. Nice deep lob. On Sikora's bullet backhand. Whoop. A little too far over. Sikora's reaching and nice grab by Cruz.
Very good.
I'm here.
That's the way to win the set, Jerry. Jeez.
Oh, we said it would have to come down to tactics, and I mean, we just saw. Here's a replay of that point and the athleticism and the passion of Alexandre and Cruz. So we'll be right back in just a moment after these messages, right here on the APTA YouTube channel, presented by CPTC. All right, welcome back to the APTA Tour. We are live from the Glenview Club, bringing you the Chicago Charities Grand Prix. This is the women's quarterfinals between the number 6 seeds, Georgie Alexandre and Liz Cruz, and the number 3 seeds, Allison Morgan and Charlotte Sikora. And Alexandre and Cruz took the first set 6-4.
In a very exciting fashion, they took it.
Yeah, they finished off with a blaze of athleticism and shot making, and I expect Morgan and Sikora to just tighten up a little bit with their shot selection. Not tighten up as in nerves tighten up, but just be a little bit more precise. They missed a couple of opportunities there to drive. They're putting tremendous pressure on the returner serve of Alexandre and Cruz, and Alexandre and Cruz found a way to get out of trouble on that. This Cruz, that's okay, right there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Her energy, her body language stays the same no matter what. So Cruz there really kept that ball on the paddle for a long time. She could see that Sikora was slightly off the net.
Morgan and Sikora have to be careful. They look a little deflated again, like they did at the beginning of the first set.
Yeah, well, like we said, you know, that the pressure is on them. And they're looking at a team that they haven't seen before, so they don't really know where the strengths and weaknesses are. So it's a little unsettling. You've got to find your game plan as you're going through the match. But
yeah, I mean they played. Sorry, go ahead.
I said their teamwork is so solid that I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, they've played both these players before, but it's very different when they play with different partners. You know, it's a whole different dynamic that... Whoop.
So that's a good move, and they get a lucky let, Floyd. And that gives them the break, the first game in the second set.
Alexandre.
And on other parts of the draw, we've got Curtis and Granger playing Elliot and Kiro. Elliot and Kiro, the defending national champions, our current national champions, number 2 seed. So we'll try to get some scores on that. And Harnish and Zaboria playing Anika and Lilich. Right, Liz Cruz serving. So both court players on both sides of the court love their backhand drives.
Yeah.
And that means the net team has to be very careful about the placement and the speed of their overheads that go in that area. Not such a safe area to hit the ball in.
Get in. Got it. No, come on. Very good, Al. Great setup.
Beautiful rip by Morgan.
Ball, 30.
See, Morgan just takes a little bit off of that drive and follows that drive up to net. They just take over the net. The combination of overheads now. Morgan and Sikora really testing the screenplay and the patience of Alexandre. And Alexandre is showing that she's up for the task.
She is. Very good in the screens. Very smooth. Switch,
Yeah, and this
switch
is the
between
first time
lobbing
I've-
and driving.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing her play the outside, so I really don't know what her strengths are here. Seen her play the deuce side a bunch of times. Cora's got to be careful with
Yeah.
that down up overhead from the other side of the court, going cross court.
Ball, 40.
A couple of points to tie this second set up. Go.
That's very good self-control to not
Yeah.
swing at that.
See Morgan showing the roller into the outside. Just the footwork and balance of Alexandre. Like, talk about opening up the court. Morgan Sikora come up with the balance volleys, not trying to do too much, and a lot of fancy footwork there.
Score is 2-1 all, second set.
Takes a lot to win a point.
Alexandre won the first.
Yeah. That ball was like shoulder high, but she wasn't balanced, so she made the smart move and just let it go through.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch it on the replay. Like, she was just moving in the other direction, and instead of just stabbing at it behind her, it was so smart.
So Alison Morgan on the right, she's the co-director of rackets at the Birchwood Club in Highlands, Illinois. And Charlotte is, she's the owner of Racket Odyssey, which is the paddle and tennis destination. So she's been doing camps all all over the country, and Allison has joined her on quite a few of these camps. So they're spending a lot of quality time together, both on and off the court.
15, love.
Yeah, see the increased spin and speed that Morgan's put on her overheads this year, Lauren.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's always been solid and consistent. But
30,
adding
love.
elements of offense both at net and in the backcourt, it's really made the difference, I can see.
Missed it.
40, love.
Couple quick games here for Morgan Sikora. It's just what the doctor ordered.
Game, Sikora.
Yeah, I mean,
They lead the second
they've got
set.
a lot of different plays that they can draw on as a team. So you just feel like that cut, that switch, they know where each other is going to be. It's a seamless teamwork.
Yeah, they've got that spark back too. They're ready to go. Morgan and Sikora. Now we'll see what Cruz and Alexandre can do to slow them down.
I overcommitted. Nice shot. My bad. Here we go.
Love, 15.
No, that was a great shot. I think we tied now.
Love, 30.
See, all four players are smiling. I mean,
Yeah,
enjoying this match.
it's been very good sportsmanship too.
Yeah.
The four of them.
I'm here. That's so good.
They're really working Alexandre's corner over.
Love, 40.
Okay, we could hear on the other court, Hanish Sabori are up 5-4 in the first set.
Against Anika and Lilich.
Love, 40. Game, Morgan.
Have
They lead the second set, 3 games to 1. Alexandre
I think
Cruz won the first. They got new balls.
Morgan Sikora have maybe won the last 12 points or something like it.
It's going pretty quick.
Yes. Here we go. Right back. Come on.
Oh, new ball.
Sikora to serve.
Yeah. Can I take it? You can take 3. That's your limit. I do it now. Now we're ready. Let's go.
Right. Taking a couple of practice serves, and Sikora is ready to go.
All day. Come on.
15 love. Excuse me, 15 all.
So cool.
No, I like that move by Alexandre. She really pounced on that short down up overhead rather than letting that ball climb up high into the screen. You know that, right, Lauren?
Oh, I do.
Well, this transition, both teams waiting to see how far that ball was going to come out before they committed to going up. Got to have your head in the game. Be very aware of what's going on, you know, while it's happening, and also know how to balance the court with your partner. So 15-0. Alexandre just letting that ball get too far behind her on that drive.
Yeah, that's the one shot she's really had trouble with today, is that forehand in the side screen. She's made a couple, but she's missed a bunch.
Well, she's faster than the ball.
Yeah.
Is the issue that I see.
Yeah.
She reads it well, but she gets ahead of it, and now the ball's either behind her or level with her, and she needs to be behind the ball, have the ball between her and the net, so she can have her body behind the shot, and also peripherally be able to see where her opponents are. Okay, 40-30. Morgan with a rare miss there on the overhead.
You know, they were in complete control of this game, made 3 quick mistakes, and now instead of 4-1, it could be 3-2. Big difference.
Yeah, for sure.
4.
Game, Alexandre. Morgan Sikora lead the second set, 3-2. Alexandre Cruz won the first.
In collaboration with the APTA, Fusion is at the forefront of personalized gear and apparel. Backed by a team of seasoned industry experts, we provide exclusive access to high-end products from top-tier retail brands, all poised for customization with your club logo, team name, or corporate branding. Our streamlined approach guarantees a hassle-free shopping experience, complemented by custom online storefronts and swift ordering. Visit www.gearbyfusion.com and let Fusion seamlessly weave your branding into elite merchandise.
All right, Liz Cruz serving.
Win the first set.
Sikora returning serve, and Morgan on the service line looking for that first volley, which she got. Here you can see Morgan on the Zeus side is going to stay on the Zeus side. For the first couple of years they played together, this is how they played, with Sikora on the ad side. And last season, they switched sides in the backcourt to put Sikora's backhand in the middle, because that is the strongest drive.
That's a good illustration of, even though Alice Morgan can hit her forehand and both of her ground strokes, when she's given pace, it's so much easier for her to hit a good shot. She loves the pace, to use the pace.
And also when the ball bounces higher, like that ball was low. Last weekend, 80 degrees in Baltimore, her forehands were up by her shoulder.
Yeah, and she can
So
hit down on them.
She was having a field day. She was grinning from ear to ear as she was striking the ball. It was like Christmas. I love the pressure. They have committed to this play and they're staying with it, and it just shows that they've got tremendous confidence in each other's return of serve, on their ability, to hit the right spots. Because if you don't hit that return of serve down, your partner is going to be doing the Watusi with the ball hit at their feet.
No.
Big point here, 30-all, 2-3, second set. Alexandre Cruz got the first set 6-4.
Great return.
Nice shot. Thank you. Right? Yep. Come on.
30, 40.
Guys, here we go. One back. Come on.
Score is deuce.
I'm here.
Few missed
over.
forehands from Morgan this game.
I was just going to say over on the other court, Hanish and Sikora took the first set 6-4 over Anika and Lilac.
I'm here. Yes.
Love 40.
Alexandre straddling the center line, and then once that return went down the line, she knew the Cruz was going to stay back, and then she would have dropped back and joined her.
Yes.
Morgan's return caught the neck.
Game. Honest to Lori. They lead the second set, 1-0. Honest to Lori won the first set, 6-4.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, coming. Sorry.
Advantage, Morgan.
Hey, you can see Alexandre and Cruz have a lot more talking in between points and really making a tactical adjustment
Love 15.
by placing Alexandre. Now she's switching. Well, you know, all good plays, all necessary plays to get their team into the point. Because otherwise it's 3 hits and it was scrambling. Smart shots by Morgan, keeping Alexandre on the ropes.
Love 30.
Oh, yeah. Opening up the court with those combination shots. Morgan Sikora, no drama, handling these volleys. Now they'll start again. Both teams building the point.
15-40.
Oh,
That's the one you
Yeah.
like, Jerry.
I do, but again, you know, Alexandre is being worked over, and
Yeah.
she is not panicking. She's very calm, so poised, and more importantly, when Liz Cruz gets that ball, she's not trying to do too much with it, which is sometimes when you get shut out and you get a ball,
Yeah.
there's the wheels of Alexandre and the court coverage by Liz Cruz. Wow, that was a really great tactical point. There was so much to break down. Yes, yeah. Cruz just takes that forehand and like hooks it out wide just to create movement. She's not looking to hit a winner. She's just pulling Sikora out wide, and then whatever shot comes back, they use it.
Yeah, so little backswing. It's so compact.
You see Morgan get off the court there, so she wasn't a target off of that hard high overhead.
Oh, she
and
missed it.
yeah, great lob.
Yeah, another terrific point. I mean, Alexandre was like Houdini with those first 2 volleys. I don't know how she got out of there alive.
Man, she just got that quick down up lob that caught Morgan. The uncomfortable overhead. Got the error. All right, Cruz serving a point to tie it up 3-0 in the second set. Ah, nice.
Morgan found her forehand this game just in time. Big shot.
But she had picked that spot before Alexandre moved. She knew she was going down the line. There's that wide shot from Cruz. Just caught the top of the net. Back to deuce.
No, it's
No,
at
out.
advantage Morgan,
Yep,
Sikora.
at Morgan, yep. I'm holding my breath on some of these points.
Yeah.
Got you.
There's
Nice
that
pickup.
hitting down on the forehand that we've come to expect from Allison Morgan.
Yeah, it's good timing.
A little bit of a lunge at that volley, Jerry.
Yeah, wasn't quite as balanced.
Story, deuce.
Tell you, Alexandre really stepping around and taking that forehand and just lining up Sikora's right hip.
Another chance to hold.
Got it? Got it?
Morgan coming up with some
let's go.
fabulous volleys there, nice and deep. And then again, there's that change of pace on the overhead.
Score is
Game. Anika. Lawless.
Come on!
2 games to 1.
Stayed in, right?
Yes, for Sikora gave the safe sign. All right, another change of tactic here by Cruz, Alexandre Cruz. Alexandre staying back. We'll see what Cruz does. Yep, they're giving up the net.
Yeah. I was wondering why Alexandre stayed up every time. She was just, I mean, she was getting the volleys back, but she certainly wasn't, it was just a tough position to be in.
I got it.
Yeah, I mean, just constantly changing the look of the court, change the rhythm.
You need it.
Can feel the tension out there. This is such a big point. Up.
Sikora, Cruz didn't recognize that Sikora had the ball there and didn't shift, and Sikora just placed that ball perfectly and got the reaching error. Back to deuce. Nice backhand by Cruz.
Need it. No, vamos.
Ooh. That was a high risk shot there. What do you think, Lauren? Go in, stay back.
I think she's going to stay back.
She's going to stay back on her side.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a change from the last time.
Yeah.
Ready? No, come on.
Oh,
Right here, right now, these two. You're locking in. You and me. Come on.
Cruz, that's rare to see Cruz.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of focus right there. And it looked like she didn't expect that.
she just needed one more step. Her hands got ahead of her feet there.
Oh, good footwork. Morgan, get out of the way. Yeah, that's that the lower ball on the forehand. Tough to keep that ball in. All right, back to regular.
No, let's go.
This has got to be the longest game of the match, Lauren.
Oh, definitely. Liz Cruz wants to win this service game so badly. She's just played a few overly quick points on ad. Here she has another try.
Advantage, Cruz.
You see the winds picking up a little bit there. They've got Alexandre staying on the deuce side. She's seeing most of the balls here, but really has kept her composure and her focus, and you can see the deliberateness of the placement of her shots, but goes for just a little too much off that back screen again where the ball is not quite in front of her.
Score is deuce.
Great volley by Alexandre.
I'm telling you, I mean, I think it's a tough position to be standing up there with your partner back and as a target for Sikora. And Alexandre is doing an admirable job of
Yeah,
hitting good
right.
volleys.
No, you're right. I think she wants the ball. You can see
Yeah.
it. She wants it.
I'll tell you one thing, if Cruz and Alexandre win this game, you're going to hear a loud shriek.
That's a well-placed lob by Alexandre. Really got Morgan behind Sikora, got her off the net, found the spot, and
Game, Alexandre Cruz. Score
just
is
very deliberate, purposeful placement of shots. You see out wide, just gets that reaching volley. She's not looking for winners. 3-all, second set.
Let's not forget, Morgan Sikora had 2 points to go up 4-1 and made 4 quick errors. So hopefully they've forgotten that, and we're all even here, and it's anyone's set.
You won't forget that. Morgan and Sikora continue with their strategy of making Alexandre have to take most of these balls, and she is, like we said before, she has proven that she's up for the task.
She was there in plenty of time. Just so much forward momentum.
Yeah, she kind of went under the ball, sliced that and pushed it long. All right, Liz Cruz over there giving her encouragement, because Liz Cruz, 3-time national champion. She knows what it feels like to play under pressure. Good move, but a tough volley.
Tough,
That ball
yes.
was way down below the level of the net.
30-15.
Got it.
Cora looking for the nick.
You got it.
Just in case there was any doubt about the cheerleading of Liz Cruz. Oh, Alexandre coming up with 3 unbelievable gets out of that screen, all with the encouragement of Liz Cruz. Morgan and Sikora just going about their business, just
Yeah, they've hit about 5 nicks in this point to
Yeah,
no
but-
avail.
and totally in control and calm. It's like, all right, hit this one. How about this one? That's the shot. That's the shot that's doing the damage.
It is. It is. It's just you can't handle. You can't let it go to the screen, and you can't hit it off the deck.
Yeah, I mean, you can only let it go to the screen if Alexandre has already taken off
Right.
as Sikora is about to swing, because there's just too much pace on it. But you want to stop the cause. Sikora can only hit that shot if the lob is short enough, close enough to the net. Really tough to hit that kind of overhead. Look at these grabs here. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, what a point.
Unbelievable.
What a fabulous get here. Lots of scrambling and covering and... Ow. I'm not sure which side of the paddle Alexandre hit that last lob on. She like flipped it, but good balance, kept her eye on the ball.
Yeah. It's good. Good job. You. I'm here. You. Me. You. One. You.
Giving Allison Morgan a little taste of her own medicine in
Yeah.
that corner.
And
That's a great angle, though, to show her
Yeah.
preparation, her paddle preparation. I mean, she sneaked that ball
Got
down
it.
early, and you've just felt her momentum and confidence growing and growing through that whole series there.
Alexandre
See how her paddle is set back before the ball hits the court, so it's very compact. Jenny has to bring it forward, and they go up. 4-3 in the second set. Wow.
Nika Lawless. Nika Lawless lead the second set 3-2. Honest Tabori won the first set 6-4.
Right. Alexandre serving. That's
Got her.
always, yeah, tough shot. You get your paddle stuck under that beam, that lower beam. It's such a bummer. Well, you think you're there, you're low enough, and then you just
Yeah.
don't realize that you're so close and you can't hit it. That play is just deadly.
15 all.
Sikora is coming at you with a wingspan. There's just nowhere to go. Nice high lob from Sikora off of that high overhead. Ah,
This is a good shot. What's the score? 5:30.
15, 30.
Okay. Yeah. Talk to me. Yep. Yep.
yeah, you can just feel that Morgan and Sikora have picked up the intensity here.
They've also gotten a couple of very well-timed let cords.
30 all.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh, sneaky little poke shot there.
Yeah.
Pretty high, goodness.
Wow, Alexandre got away with a risky down-up shot there. Morgan was all over it.
Yep. Yep.
I think we should have a let cord stat here, Lauren.
Good move, Tanya.
I mean, look, they're all good shots. They've just been aided by the net.
Score is deuce.
It's just the blitzing play of Morgan and Sikora continues to do damage.
Come on, here we go. No, come on. Fight.
Fight. Liz Cruz never gives up on a point.
Yep.
Score is deuce.
Come on. Yes.
Advantage, Alexandre.
Yep. Yep.
Each one of these games, Jerry, is such a battle.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
A couple of missed returns. What a good feeling that is when you're the server.
Score is 4 all. Second set.
Oral and over on the other Anish and Zabori and Lalic are tied 3-all in the second set.
All the points. All the points.
15 all.
I don't know.
Good.
Love that call. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's the only thing you can say.
I think you better hit it.
Well, if your partner says, I don't know, and you don't know, you should hit it.
Yes.
Get it? Got it? What's up? You! Get it? I got it. Get it?
Cruz calling that ball nice and early, nice and loud. They can't afford to make any new team errors at this point.
Game hot at the Warring.
You!
They lead the second set, 4 games to 3. Giannis and Warring won the first set, 6 games to 4.
You! You! No. Come back, come back, come back.
That was not for lack of trying that Morgan missed that volley.
Nope, good cover by Sikora.
So
Let's
Sikora's
go.
just missed a few backhands here late in the second set.
Let's go.
She's
Yeah,
been
she's
hitting it so well.
Yeah, I think she's taking it a little too soon, a little too quick
Mhm.
off the deck. That feeling of, trying to win the point. So tempting.
You.
15 love.
All day.
A couple of opportunities there for either Alexandre or Cruz to sneak in on some of those deep lobs that they're sending back that are being countered with push overheads. It's again just to change the look.
Push it. Fucking hit it.
Alexandre didn't like that one.
Got a little body language going there, trying to guide that ball.
She didn't like the way she pushed it, she said.
Listen. Yes. So good. Let's think about it. Okay, come on.
15, 40.
Liz Cruz just, boy, she's just so encouraging.
You. One. Two. You.
Nice rip down the line.
15 all.
Cruz going for the nick.
Game, Alexandre Cruz. Alexandre Cruz lead the second set, 5-4. Alexandre Cruz won the first.
Well, Jerry, here we are on the verge of I would say, given what's happened in the last few weeks, a big upset.
Oh, for sure. When you've got an established team that's been
Yeah.
playing together for 4 years and playing against a team that this is their first tournament, I mean, it's really a testament to playing the tactics, smart, controlled paddle by Cruz and Alexandre, and the communication. They're both on the same page. They're both playing with a deliberateness and purposeness. And Morgan and Sikora are really, having to bring their A game right now.
Let's see if,
Your favorite play.
yeah. Well, gosh, that's really let her down in the second half of the second set, that backhand, which is usually such a reliable shot for Sikora.
Game minus Sabori. They lead the second set 5-3.
A couple nervous-looking points to start this game.
15 all.
Love.
Hesitated on that. She was leaning to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Smart change of pace, speed of play by Morgan there. They're not gonna give it to them. Continue to go into that ad side. Oh, sneaky little change of pace to Liz Cruz, but she dug it out. That's a great overhead by Sikora, really hitting that side screen and causing Alexandre to move all the way to the middle of the court.
Honest, Sikora on the first set, 6 games to 4, and lead the second set, 5 games to 4.
Lauren, I'm going to say great nick by Sikora, but I'm going to say that Alexandre, I could bet, has probably been out there with that new volley ball machine, drilling the backhand screen the way she's playing. Just handling the ball after ball after ball.
Game, Morgan, Sikora. Score is 5-all.
Right.
Second set. Alexandre Cruz won the first.
I just had a feeling this set was going to go the distance. It's just been two back and forth every game, every point. I mean, feels like a set that's going to end in a tiebreaker.
Yeah, a lot of great playmaking, foot speed, change of tactics.
Wide ball.
And Sikora just missed that wide. It's always a risky shot to go in from that angle.
15.
Yep.
Love 15.
Oh,
She just, a miss hit is a miss hit.
it was going to put a lot of spin on that.
Yeah.
A lot of action was going to be on that ball.
Love 30.
Liz Cruz is such a fighter. Highly motivated, great partner. She's just hanging in there, waiting for her shot, waiting for her opportunity.
And certain partners are just the way you said that this is the first time Cruz and Alexandre have played together. And it doesn't look it, because certain partners like Liz Cruz are so good to play with because they know all the right things to do. They're positive, they lift you up, and they make your game look even better.
Yeah.
So that's why Liz has had success with so many players.
Yeah, I mean, she's got great court awareness, and she reads her opponents really well. She's aware of what's happening while it's happening.
Ooh. Hasn't missed many of those.
Not at all.
They lead.
Alexandre Cruz will serve for a spot in the semifinals. And just while we have a little minute here, we'll remind you that we'll be back tomorrow, Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time with the women's semifinal, followed by the women's final at 12:30. And then the guys, they'll kick off tomorrow morning. We'll start streaming their men's round of 16 at 2. And then the quarterfinals scheduled for 4:30 and 6 p.m. Lots of exciting paddle here at the Chicago Charities.
And still have some more to go here. There, she almost made that.
Yeah.
Love. Love 15.
No.
All right. Really important that Alexandre takes a deep breath here. High backhand on Liz Cruz's paddle as she's moving forward.
I said I didn't.
Dangerous.
I don't. Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
15, 30.
All right, where's Morgan going with this return?
She's going to. Yeah. I didn't get to say it. Down at Cruz's feet was what I was trying to say. Oh,
Nice spot by Morgan. Came up with the big shot.
The second set, 6-4.
15, 40.
And again, I mean, Cruz just doesn't give a second of too bad or anything. Does it? Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep that energy up for herself and for her partner.
Hanish Sabori closed out Anika and Lalich, 6-4, 6-4. So they're on to the semis.
All right, and we're into a tiebreak as you predicted.
Yeah, it only seemed fitting. Didn't look like Cruz really committed to that backhand.
Gotta take care of that first 3 hits. Get your team into the point.
Which is what Cruz and Alexandre doing here by staying back.
Yep, taking away the target that Morgan and Sikora have been using. Set up their play for the blitz. Sikora just doing an excellent job of testing Alexandre's ability in the screens. It's different combinations of spin, different paces, different heights.
Alexandre trying to get it over Morgan's head to get the ball to go to Liz Cruz.
Yeah.
Give her a break, but.
And waiting for that shot to attack.
No, she missed it.
Just a little too deep in the court for that. And it's just the pressure of Alexandre's she's become like a brick wall there.
And, I mean, and Sikora's hitting tremendously good shots into that corner.
Yeah. I mean, that's, like I said, different combinations of everything she's throwing at her. It's like, what do I have to do to get you to miss?
Ooh, that one came out funny.
Yep. Just stay with it, though.
Alexandre, Cruz, lead.
Not sure what happened there.
Yeah.
Cora was right there. She didn't really swing at it. Didn't
I
really
think it hit the net and it messed up her timing.
Cruz takes that backhand in the middle, steps in.
There's the one.
Yep. Again, that also is a play that Sikora and Morgan like. They can handle any big drives. Such good volleyers. Nice crowd you can see at the back there. Thoroughly enjoying this quarterfinal match. What a high level of play. They're seeing every type of shot, every type of strategy pulled out here.
Yeah, it's an incredible. Not only is it a high level of play, but it's an incredibly entertaining match. Little bit of everything, as you said.
Yeah, lots of tactics, lots of
Boy, Liz
adjustments.
Cruz has gone after Alexandre Morgan backhand volley like 12 times at this point.
Look at Morgan. Smart move to bail there. Rather than risk having to volley up.
You're good, you're good.
Here, Morgan, she's not as vocal and as emotional as Liz Cruz, but she's just as supportive a partner.
She's also quieter, so you can't hear it as much, but she is.
No, come on.
Oh, boy.
Stay with it. Come on.
There it is. There's the pump up from Alexandre Morgan.
Talk about find a way.
Cruz lead 3-2.
Wow, was that point, I mean, I know every point is just worth 1 point, but that point felt like it was worth a couple.
Yeah, that was a big game. Alexandre Cruz 3-2 tie break.
I think it's me or Liz.
Nobody even knows.
On that side.
Well,
Hi, sir.
I can't even blame them. Those points,
That
Not
point
just-
lasted like an hour.
they're not just physically demanding, the mental focus that you have to have at this point in the match. Now you can see Sikora moving in, looking for that backhand. Great
Great
cover by
get.
Morgan.
Gosh.
Oh, had to take it. Yeah, I would not put that ball in there.
Great shot, Charlotte.
She knows it. Sikora just waited, and that time pounced on it with a good clearage over the net.
It's very fine line here. You know, Cruz and Alexandre have to be careful not to get too tentative.
Oh,
Oh, got her. That wasn't tentative.
Let's go, Georgie. So go.
that's a good tension release shot there.
Yeah.
Vamos.
I'm sure Morgan saying, sorry about the short lob.
One. You. Two.
Both teams looking for their favorite shots right now.
Got it.
Cruz two-handed backhand.
Get it. Got it. Got it. Watch out. You have time. Got it. Got it. Hit it. Got it. Hit it. You. Me. You.
Every ball is being called by both teams.
Yeah. One time.
Great hand. Look at the concentration on Alexandre's face.
Yeah, you can really see with this camera angle, you can see them watching the ball
Yeah,
all the way to their paddles.
yeah. Morgan and Sikora giving her every type of shot.
You. Me. You.
No pace straight.
You. Me. Me. You. You. Come on.
Whoa. Oh, Cruz is going to take that for a second.
Oh.
Wow.
Let's go.
I think she saw Alexandre move out of the corner of her eye, and she just took her eye off it for a second, missed the volley.
That was just such a
Georgie.
well-constructed point.
Three serving five.
Thank God they have an umpire.
Hard to remember in these long points.
Yeah.
You. Hit it. You. Hit it. You. Got it. Come on. Go. Sorry.
That was a right shot to swing at.
Alexandre Cruz lead.
Alexandre was
5-4.
on her way to the net, looking for that pop-up volley. Morgan Sikora. He's serving at 4-5 in the tiebreak in the second set. Alexandre Cruz got the first set 6-4.
Come on, right here, buddy.
Nope, nope. That dot's in the wrong spot. Sorry. Liz
Okay,
Cruz
is
serving.
Sikora gonna hit this right at Alexandre? Yep.
Here.
She finally got her to miss one.
Yeah, Sikora really got Alexandre having to take that shot up above her shoulders, and she just wasn't balanced enough. Oy, that's a ball that Morgan would like that.
Lead 6-5.
Yeah. Match point.
Got it.
Cruz just a little overcooked that ball.
6-all.
Yeah. And I wish she'd hit a few of those backhand drives down the middle. She's hitting them right onto their backhand volleys.
Boy, she's trying to get him to shift.
Yeah.
Well, all the play's been going to Alexandre, so they're over on that right side.
One. You. 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 Come in. You. Got it. You. Two. Get low. Get low. I got it. Me. I got it. Me. You. You. Me. I got it. Me. Let's go!
Match point number 2.
Alexandre Cruz lead 7-6.
You know, both teams just so disciplined and mentally tough. Look at the energy of Morgan and Sikora, both of them jumping. Alexandre serving. Good, Morgan just hitting combination of block gloves there. Off of her backhand.
There she comes.
Oh, oh, a nice grab by Sikora. Good.
Wow. Wow.
Another wonderful lob deep. These players are so dialed in. Cruz giving up the net. Smart play. Take her feet out of it.
Yeah, I'm here. Hit it, please. Short.
You have a shot clock counting, Lauren. And
I
there
did
it
it.
is.
Set match. Alexandre
Wow.
6-4, 7-6.
Oh, I mean, that would have been a fun match to play. Just all four players showcasing their shots. And the match point comes off of Liz Cruz's two-handed backhand from the middle, caught Morgan off the net, and the volley goes but wide. But, I mean, there was so many tactical adjustments made in that match by both teams. And interesting that three out of the four loved their backhand drives, and the plays were set up around that. But man, oh man.
That match point was really emblematic of the match, Jerry. Just the unbelievable shot making and the gets and the just all around good play. There was no weakness anywhere. It was just a fantastic match to watch and well played by both teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good match if, you know, just to learn from. There's
Yeah.
so many tactical adjustments to learn. No one was like dropping the ball, so to speak. It wasn't a bunch of unforced errors. It was tactical stuff that forced the errors, and they are through. New team for this tournament. They're through to the semifinals tomorrow, and we're waiting for the other results. The other one that we know is her number one seeds, Hanish and Sabori, are through. And that's a wrap from the women's quarterfinals. We'll be back tomorrow, Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time with the women's semifinals, followed by the women's final. And then the guys will start streaming from the round of 16, 2 o'clock, and the quarterfinals are scheduled for 4:30 and 6. Lauren, fun calling that match.
Really fun and looking forward to tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Ready for a whole new training experience? Welcome to Volley. At Volley, we've developed the first AI training system for racket sports, providing pros with the advanced teaching tools they've been waiting for, and giving players a new way to level up their game and enhance their time on the court. Ask your pro about a Volley lesson today and learn what Volley can do for you. We'll see you on the court.